settled. His ultimate plan was to conquer the United States as a French colony. This would blank French to have more power across the world. This would enable the French to have more power. However, when he sent his army to stop these uprising, there was an outbreak of disease which killed many of his men, which is financed blank due to the expense of waging war on this island. What happened to his money? It's no. Look at this. Outbreak disease, which really killed men, with his finance blank due to the expense waging. War. What will happen if there's a war? Disappear. Money disappearing. The finance disappearing. This has had war-reaching effects. Perhaps French would have even blank as a prominent language. What? Emerged with ed. Now, adapt the questions into spoken English. Replace the verbs in bold with the correct form of verb phrase below. There is one extra verb phrase you do not need to use. For example, number 1. Are there traditions in your country that you think are disappearing? Disappearing means? Which one? Disappearing means? Which verb here? Very good. Die out. It's dying out. Okay, try it out. 2, 3, and 4. I'll be asking some questions right after that. Dying out. Okay, let's answer now. Are there any traditions in your country that you think are disappearing? Can you give any examples? Now, number one is disappearing. It means dying out. So it's disappearing. Number two, what changes have enabled people to have an easier life? Enable means made it possible. Why do people settle in new countries? No. What? No. We're talking about settle. So people who will live in another country. It means put roots. Put roots down. So it means that they're settling there. Next one. What changes in the society have suddenly emerged in your country in the last 20 years? Suddenly emerge here means sprung up. Okay, now let me ask you some questions. Are there any traditions in your country that you think are dying out? Can you give an example? Mary, do you have something in mind? Tradition. Come to think of it, what are the traditions in Vietnam that actually are dying out? I have one thing. I will go back to you, Mary, okay? I will answer first. Now, are there any traditions in your country you think are dying out? In my country, years long ago, I mean, during my time as I was a young guy, it is very important to respect elders. So whenever we visit the house of elders, we have what we call this mano. So we need to like grab the hands of the elders and we need to put it in our forehead. So that is a sign of respect. So as days goes by, years, actually most of the children now in the Philippines doesn't practice these kind of tradition. It has been dying out. It is almost dying out in the Philippines. So yes, mano po is a tradition in the Philippines that has been that's been dying out. Okay, how about you, Mary? Could you tell me yours?
The traditions that I think disappearing from this day. I think
In your country, okay.
the country is making art by glasses. This is a traditional a traditional way to make art in the past, and it was very popular during like in my grandparents' generations, and nowadays it's very difficult to find a tradition in the house that have the still have these this that still have these traditions as their job, and most people especially for the teenagers now doesn't and they don't know about this traditional process.
I see. Thank you for that, Mary. That was very informative. Next one. What changes have made possible for people to have easier lives? Linda, what changes have made possible for people to have an easier life?
Education and information access. With the improvement of the internet, people can access to various information in Rome so that they can educate themselves.
Exactly. Education and technology has been a major part to make it possible for people made their life much more easier. Why do people put roots down in new countries. Do you have any ideas for this, Barry? Why people put roots down?
New country
Yes.
because they can feel boring for their country or they to the other country to find a new opportunity, a new life or something.
Exactly, I think for that. And one of the reasons why people put down roots in another country is because they are not developing their personal growth in their country. That's why they always choose to go to another country for independence as well. Next one, what changes in the society have sprung out in the country in the last 20 years? Let's not answer that. But anyway, let's proceed to 3A. Answer this one. Complete the italics in the text and complete the table below. I'll give you only 5 minutes.